All right, everyone, bring it in. This is where we go to, what do you say, soak your wounds, lick your wounds. The dogs, we just got our asses kicked as the Denver Nuggets. In a terrible evening that saw Jamal Murray leave with the ankle sprain. Well, when shit got, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, Jamal Murray hits the deck with an ankle sprain. Same bullshit as Jokic last time. Almost got Jokic's knee again. But these motherfuckers, they drive in, drop their shoulder. I mean, are we playing football now or what? Because are we playing football now? Because what the fuck was I talking about? God damn it. Yeah, it's been a rough one. Didn't get any sleep last night. Nice win over the Lakers, but a busy day, and we weren't able to go to the darkness today. And I'm maybe trying to pin this loss on something. What are we pinning on? Well, the Nuggets didn't seem to want to show up and play. Was it the fucking court? Kind of. They were obviously unable to make a three-pointer. What were they shooting? Like 2 for 24. I think they were 2 for 24, and then Joker finally made one. He literally only missed one shot from 2 and only made one from 3. And it was like 1 out of 10. I guess we could pull up the stats, but I'm not even interested in that at this moment. You know, you win against the Lakers, but the Lakers are a shitty team, playing shitty. Aaron Gordon comes back. The vibes are high. Everyone's excited. Cam's back. Spencer's back. First time the starting lineup's been back in months and months. Go out to a nice little lead in the first quarter and then just throw the fucking game into the toilet and then hit flush like 6 times. Terrible. My new enemy in New York is OG Anunoby. Fuck that guy. I mean, they just basically bitch slapped the Nuggets in the paint. I don't even know what they had. 75 points in the paint, probably. What'd they score? 140? I gave up. I literally quit watching the game. Went to do something else. Down 30 going into the fourth? Or was it 25? And then they went almost lost by 40? Give me a break. Wow, I would have hated to go to the arena for this one. But luckily we got OKC next on Monday. So that'll be great. That'll be fucking wonderful. Oh, it's not looking good, folks. But I said these 7 games, this 7-game stretch is, you might as well just say you're 0-7 to start. And anything that you get above that is, you know, stolen money. And beating the Lakers was stolen money. See if we can find some, what do we want to look at first, stat-wise? If I could ever figure out how to do this shit. All right, so here we are on the NBA.com site. We're going to go to the Knicks, 142, 103. Wow, 39 points. Yo, go fuck yourself, 34. Jokic is the only one that showed up to play, but I tell you what, he had 38 points, I think. Let's see. Box score. Jokic, 38 points, a minus 18 when they lost by 39. Minus 22 and 24 for Hardaway and Bruce. Yeah, Bruce didn't play well today. Was there anyone in positive? Negative. Everyone played, though. 2 new players, Tyus Jones and David Roddy. Dron Holmes had 11 points. What happened there? I must have been while I was gone. 12 from Jamal until he went out. And Cam had 10. That's literally the only people. Oh, my God. Jokic, 38 points in 31 minutes. 1 of 7. So he would have been... What? Yeah. 1 of 7. 13 of 14 from 2. He only missed 1 shot. He only missed 1 free throw. So his 3-point percentage, bad. His 2-point percentage, good. Free throw percentage, okay. But give me a break. How many free throws did we miss? 9? 9 free throws we missed? Okay, that needs to end. Definitely not a good shooting night. You might say, well, it's second night of back-to-back. Yeah, it sure was. And they're usually way better the second night of a back-to-back. They just play like shit at home. And I don't know if they like this court or not. To be honest, I think it was, who knows. But I'm really, the entity that I'm most angry with is the fucking NBA. Like, how do you just have, like, they literally have 4 back-to-backs in 3 weeks. It's insane. Or 2 weeks. It just doesn't end. Not only that, but you're playing literally the top 5 teams in each conference. Over and over and over again to end the season. They're like, yeah, cute. Denver thinks they're going to win the championship this year. Watch this. Back-to-back, back-to-back, back-to-back. We'll pick the top 5 teams. It's probably going to be OKC, San Antonio, Detroit, Boston. We'll put all those towards the end. How about that? If you can ride... What did I say last show? These 7-game stretch is going to be the... Oh, no, it was a super chat I left on the DMVR show. We are about to walk through the darkness. A different kind of darkness. Like, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. We're walking through the shadow of death, these 7 games. And luckily we came out victorious against the Lakers, but I do not see it going well going forward. Let's see what these knuckleheads had. OG Anunoby, 34. Fuck out of here, dude. Yeah, is there one guy that I don't hate already? This is a disease. I mean, how can you not hate Jose Alvarado? How can you not hate Josh Hart? Even Cat, zesty motherfucker. You gotta hate him. Cat was a plus 19. Shamet, fucking Shamet. 2 for 4 from 3. 6 of 11 from 3. OG Anunoby. Fuck out of here. Well, we're done with the Knicks at least. Thank God, because everything about New York is shit. I've been there many, many times, and it is shit. Anyone says it's the greatest place on earth is full of shit. Literally smells like piss and fucking trash everywhere. Hey, give me a break. So if we go to this tab, we might be able to see what happened today. No, that's today. Okay. This little round the association. The NBA. The Rockets took care of the Blazers by 7 little points. And there we go. Bye-bye. Oh, the Lakers decided to win. That's interesting. Spurs, of course, they're not going to lose to the Clippers. Barely. Wow. Not a good day for Denver. Even the Suns won. Jeez. Well, what do we got tomorrow? Anything good? OKC against the Warriors. We can hope for a loss there for OKC. But at this point, it doesn't matter. The only team that matters is what? I think it's Houston and Minnesota. That's right. Houston, Minnesota, and Lakers and Suns. So we're literally fighting for 3rd through 6th. This is where we're going to end up. Everybody on top is win 4, win 3, win 5, win 1, lose 1. Nuggets are 5-5 in the last 10. The absolute worst record of any of the top teams. Dude, since Jokic came back, they are trash. I mean, they're officially double worse. What were they, 10-6 without him? Now they're probably like 6-10. It's getting ridiculous. I'm telling you, I don't care if he puts up 38 points. Obviously, we got our asses kicked because he didn't play any defense. And they just like lob after lob after alley-oop after alley-oop. Man, this is a bitch session. But those... Oh, I can't stand the Knicks. But there's plenty more teams that we can't stand even more, including the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have to play next on Monday. They have a 766 winning percentage. Fuck them. They literally sat Shea out for 12 games or whatever it was. And we're like, look, guys, hold my beer. And then they're like, okay, now he's back. We're going to go undefeated until we get to the playoffs. Yeah, Denver is not looking good. Jokic is not looking good. It's good to see Aaron Gordon back, but he was obviously rusty. Jamal's not looking good because he wrenched his fucking ankle. I kind of think that he'll be back for Monday's game because he does his ankles a lot and deals with it. So hopefully, I mean, he obviously didn't break it. It wasn't like, I've seen a lot of those. A handful of them, I should say. The basic look on your face turns from, oh, we're playing basketball, to, oh, I think I'm going to die. That's what happens when you break your ankle leg. And I don't think I saw that in him, so good. The Warriors are in 8th at 51. 516 win percentage, 16 games back, and we are 10. So we got a 6-game lead on 8th. 8-game lead. I mean, I feel like we're pretty comfortably in 4, 5, 6. I don't think we can get to... Definitely can't get to 2. The Timberwolves are 6. So if it stays the way it is now, we're playing OKC in the second round if we beat the Rockets, right? The T-Wolves get the Lakers. I mean, you got to fight to get the Lakers. Anybody wants the Lakers in the first round. That's who you want. The T-Wolves get the Lakers. The Spurs get the 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's part of the plan. You don't know. But assuming they win their playing game, the Spurs would get the Suns and they'll dog walk them. And then the Thunder would get the, I don't know, I see the Clippers maybe working their way in. I forget how the play-in works, but I think 10 plays 9. And 7 plays 8. And whoever wins the 7-8 game is the 7th seed. Whoever loses has to play the winner of the 9 and 10 game for the 8th seed, if I'm not mistaken. So we would say the Clippers and the Blazers play, and the Clippers win. Suns and the Warriors play. Say the Suns win and the Warriors lose, then the Warriors play the Clippers for the last spot for the privilege to play OKC in the first round. It's not looking good, folks, because even if you get through this gauntlet of guillotines, does that work? I mean, we have our arch nemesis, the Timberwolves, and the arch nemesis, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Our new soon-to-be nemesis after we play the Spurs 3 fucking times in the next month. We're going to hate them. And the Rockets, I'm seeing them play on Wednesday. That's going to be fun. Real fun. I mean, we'll have a good time. We bring in the Little Nugget. Of course we're going to have a good time. But if you care about the win, you leave those cares at the door. Pick them up on the way out. I do not see that going well. So, speaking of which, let's check that schedule. Yeah, I guess I could refresh this and watch the Knicks fall off of this page. Boop. So, we're wearing the white jersey. You know what? I have not looked at the jersey win rates in a while. Let's take a look at those. Let's get caught up on that. I'm going to do a little work while you're watching. How many people are watching? Oh, 5? What? 7 comments? The fuck? Oh, look at this. We got some spammed out comments, we'll say. Not going to say I know who that is, but I think I do. And I agree with this comment right here more than anything. Fuck OKC. Fuck OKC. Now we have 7? Oh, that's crazy. Well, I'm going to invite you all to see what the jersey win rates are like. And did I open it? Yes, I did. So I have to close that and find my jersey win rates. And there they are. Let's see. I have to go find them. And here I am, trying to see where you are. Okay. So we do know that we can go up here and see where we're at. Bingo. Okay. Let's see if I can remember accurately. If not, help me in the comments. February 19th at the Clippers away statement jersey was a loss, if I'm not mistaken, by 1 point. So I'm going to put loss in there. And then I'm going to tab over to the next one at the Blazers. I think we took care of them handily. But we need a statement. What was it? Statement jersey away. Loss. 3 things. Statement jersey away. Loss. So this goes to 2. Our total games goes to 3. And the 33% win rate. A 27-3 of the statement jersey. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so then we go back up. And definitely think we won that one. I think by 40. That's the Knicks got payback for the Blazers. Let's fill these out. Golden State. Yeah, we lost to those motherfuckers. And then we beat Boston. Oh, is it win or won? Win. Not that it matters, but OKC definitely loss. Minnesota loss. Utah barely squeaked out a win. Lakers, back-to-back wins. That's right. And Knicks, City Edition loss. Okay. So we got all our marks in, but we need to go back to the Portland Trailblazers and see that away association, win. Come down here, go to association away, add a win. That's our best percentage. 13. No, City Edition, 75%. Not anymore, because that's what we wore tonight. Back up to the next. Some Excel genius could figure out if I put a win-loss here based on these things that it will change the chart itself. I have no idea how to do that. I did not pay attention to computers in school. But so away association loss to Golden State. Oops. The question is our record correct now? Did I get the record correct? Away association loss. Association away loss. So we're going to 7 there. Oops. 20 games in one jersey? 22 games, I guess, in the same jersey. Oh, we don't have our total numbers yet. Yeah, we got to get through this. Away association loss. Boston was a home icon win. Icon is blue. Association is white. Home icon win. Let's do it. Icon home win. Not bad. Bear with me here. Once we get them all. Away association loss. Home statement loss. Away association loss. Home statement. Away association loss. Home statement loss. 7. Wow. That statement's going down, isn't it? So we did those 2. Away association law. Home icon win. Wait. Oh, don't tell me I fucked it up. Did I? Away association loss. Home icon win. Away association loss. Home statement loss. Oh my God, I have lost my way. Well, I'm going to go at least do these. City edition, home loss. We'll go from bottom up. City edition, home loss. 3. Lakers, home icon win. Lakers, home icon win. Do you see a pattern here? Do you see a pattern, ladies and gentlemen? The overall win rate is 59.4%, and every jersey win rate is above that, except for one that is significantly below that. Unbelievable. Away association win. $14. Home statement loss. Did I already put that one in for the Timberwolves? That's my question. I feel like I did. So let's check our record. 39-26. I believe that's correct, is it not? I'm looking over at the standings, and Denver is showing 39-25. What? No. Maybe they haven't updated. What does the NBA.com say? Anyone? Anyone? Where do you find their record? Oh, maybe it's up here. The game chart or summary. Lead changes 1, times tied 2. Biggest lead 42. Wow. They were up over 40. Denver had a 9-point lead in the first quarter. Bench points 55-33. Got our what's points in the paint? 76. I told you it was 70. Oh, you're not even watching this, are you? God damn it. Sorry. I'm terrible with this. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Here we go. So we're showing 39-25 with that. I'm showing 39 and 26. So I'm gonna have to go back through and look through every little one to see which one I fucked up on. But you did see that. $25% win rate for the statement jersey at home. Damn it, I can't believe I'm going to have to go back through this whole thing and figure it out. Oh, well. I got to get to bed. We can definitely not go in 30 minutes tonight. What a terrible loss. There's good news and bad news. The bad news is the Nuggets look like shit. Murray's hurt. Jokic looks like he's... And this is just my opinion, but apparently it's nobody else's, but I feel like he's slipping in his mental health is slipping. That is what it's come down to. I think Aaron Gordon's excited to be back, and he might bring a little spark, but you can't bring a spark and then fucking crack Murray's ankle. That's a real problem. The injury bug. And you know who did it was OG Anunoby, wasn't it? It was that motherfucker, wasn't it? OG Anunoby. Comes in, barreling in with his shoulder down, pops Murray. Murray goes back, and instead of stepping on Jokic's foot and Jokic getting hurt, actually, that's what happened. So Spencer stepped on Jokic's foot but didn't roll his ankle. And Jokic tried to move his leg, but since Spencer was on his foot, he sprained the knee. Now Murray just racked his left ankle. And I hope to see him back. I don't know. What do we think? What time is that game? Anyone know? Anyone? 5:30 p.m. on Monday. So, and this one's on altitude. God, the Lakers is again on ABC. Oh my God, I can't stand that. Watch, look at this. What do you mean stop screen share? We're not even... Oh. So you can see the TV. ALT KTVD. I believe that means it's on the secondary altitude channel, which, as I learned tonight, has a terrible feed. And it is definitely only that channel. There's altitude 1 and altitude 2. And altitude 2 has the worst feed. Altitude 1 is good to go. But it's also on Peacock and NBC. And we cannot go to the darkness for that. We have the Nugget. We're watching the Nugget from now until Wednesday. So, on Wednesday, we definitely can't go to the darkness. So, just expect 2 losses since I'm unable to go to the darkness. But we will definitely be back in the darkness Thursday night away on the road in Texas to face the vaunted San Antonio Spurs with Wembanyama. What's them? Castle and Fox. Oh, I'm going to start to hate those guys. You kind of don't hate Wemby. You like to see him beat other teams like OKC. It's beautiful. But I know after that game, the only time I don't hate a team is when we win by 20. I'm like, oh, I feel bad for you guys. Yeah, we have to play the Spurs 3 more times. Oh, my goodness. At least we get the Jazz and the Blazers a couple of times, huh? I think only 2 more for the Jazz because we just beat them. And then we went to the first Utah game, and that was cool because we beat them handily and got to see Larry Markkinen play, and he's crazy. All right, so no darkness. This is what I need from you. Since I can't go to the darkness Monday because the Nuggets not ready to go to the darkness. Although we might be able to do a second half darkness. No. The game's at 5:30. Shit. So he should be able to watch the whole thing. It'll be over at 8, yeah? So he'll watch the whole thing. No darkness on Monday. Wednesday, 8 p.m. Well, we're going to be in Ball Arena, so wish us luck. Remember, I'm going to throw Jokic's mouthpiece out on the floor for him. Yeah, it's got to be San Antonio. I mean, those will be the two games I look forward to. Thursday and Saturday. I mean, aside for going to the darkness. San Antonio and LA. 7 p.m., 6:30 p.m. So both. Why is it 6:30 p.m.? Oh, it's on a Saturday. It's like they're usually at 8 on the West Coast. So it will be 11 p.m. on Thursday, 10:30 on Saturday. We will definitely go to the darkness. And then we're done with one more. One more rough one at home against the Sixers, who are going to be coming back looking for revenge after we beat them with the -7. If we literally have our entire starting lineup against the Sixers and lose at home after having beaten them, a pretty good team nonetheless. They had won 5 straight or something. Beat them in Philadelphia, and we're missing 7 players. Well, place your bets now for that game with me. I'm thinking it's a little more. Denver's going to be favored by not favored. Philadelphia's going to be favored by 4.5. That's what I put the line there because I expect the Denvers to go through a shellacking over the next 4 games. I mean, even the Lakers could come back with a vengeance. If Denver's playing like they played tonight, they ain't beating any of these teams. They're going to struggle with Memphis. So they would lose every game. So they can't play like they did tonight. Jokic, kind of all right, making a lot of shots, showing his touch from 2, but just bricking everything from 3. It just looks disheveled, man. Get the fucking haircut and get it over with. That's the other thing you can place your bets for now. I was like, how can we run a little bookie service with just a few people? You can't. Plus, it's probably illegal. But I would have bet that Jokic would have gotten a haircut already. So now we really need to have. It's like a board for the Super Bowl. Over the next. Which game is he coming with the haircut? And the beard thing, I am done with that shit. No offense, buddy, but you look like dog shit with that. Clean up the mustache, leave the goatee. This isn't a beauty channel, but you're really driving me nuts. You feel like, he probably walked in wearing sweats today. Matter of fact, we're still at 30 minutes more or less. I'm going to go look at YouTube. Let's have a look. And there they are.
Obviously the night started on an emotional high with getting the starting 5 back together, and then it obviously kind of dissipated when Jamal went down. Assuming it's too early to know the severity of Jamal's injury, but how do you feel like you guys kind of handled?
A little bit. I keep getting copywritten, so I'm going to make some. This is on the Nuggets literal site. So let's do a DAS.
A psychological blow of experiencing that again.
We can even go 1.25, I think. Was I already at 1.25?
Yeah, that's not why we got our ass kicked. It was just because guys just let go of it. Like, they didn't compete. I'd say 3 minutes ago in the third quarter to all the way through the fourth, outside of Deron Holmes, I'd say nobody really competed. And so you don't have to call a timeout. You just let it play out. And that's what happens in professional basketball. We had it in Portland, win by 50, whatever it is. If you're not going to compete, bad things are going to happen. But yeah, I mean, Jamal going out, the foul trouble, I was pulling people in and out. We never found a rhythm. 8 for 40 from three. I'm guessing 27, 28 of them were wide open. So we did get good looks, just didn't shoot the ball well tonight from the free throw line either. So if that's the case, then you have to win loose balls. We didn't do that. You have to keep them off the glass. We didn't do that. So all the things that you do, play hard things to stay in games like this, wasn't good enough. And obviously that's what leads to something like this where a team just blows you out. So give them credit. They played well, and we sucked.
I was going to ask about the rhythm and introducing 3 new guys back into the mix and how difficult that is for everybody, especially changing rotations and changing assignments in a game like this.
Yeah, and it's not unexpected. And I've said this before when talking about getting guys back, is there has to be a patient period to this where we're still trying to, let them find their rhythm. Aaron was on an emotional high, but he's still trying to find a rhythm in a real game. I thought Cam showed signs in the second half. Spence struggled with the foul trouble. And it changes the rotation of guys and the minutes they're playing. And that's going to happen. It doesn't matter who comes back. I think everybody forgets that when Jokic came back, he was trying to find his rhythm, even him. So it's part of the whole.
He hasn't found his rhythm since he got back. What are we talking about? We've lost. It's literally, I need to know, how many games have we won and lost since Jokic came back? Do you think Grok knows? We'll just give her a shot real quick. Hey, Grok, how many games have the Denver Nuggets won and lost since Jokic returned from injury?
Let me check the Nuggets record real quick. Since Jokic came back on January 30th, yeah, that Clippers win. He's played in 15 games through March 5th. The Nuggets are 6 wins and 8 losses in that stretch. They started hot with a return, but it's been rough. Losses to OKC, Detroit, Knicks, Cavs, Clippers again, Warriors, Thunder and OT, Wolves. Wins against Bulls, Grizzlies, Blazers blowout, Celtics, Jazz, and Lakers just yesterday. Tonight's game against the Knicks is ongoing. They're up a bit early, but no final yet. So right now, it's 6 and 8 since he laced him up. Not the dominance we expect.
6 and 9 then. What did I say? 6 and 10. 10 and 6 without him. We lose on Monday to OKC, and it's 6 and 10 with him. And people think I'm crazy for saying Jokic is the problem. I've made my case, ladies and gentlemen. I rest my case, Your Honor. Actually, I don't rest it. Let me give my closing statement. Jokic has lost the joy of basketball, coming into a season in his life where he has gotten depressed. The joy that he thought he might have once has vanished. His mental health is waning. He no longer wears his fancy watches, fancy suits on the way in, or even jokes around by dressing up as movie characters. He wears sweats. He doesn't shave. He doesn't get a haircut. He has a fucking yellow mouthpiece. And that's his mental state. Problem number 2. The more his mental state struggles, the more the teammates around him are going to struggle. Jamal doesn't struggle because he's the one and only guy that can handle it, or it doesn't bother him. But Jokic is hard on everyone else around him. And I assume it's hard to play around him. Like, you see him, it's crazy. The second he gets on the bench, he starts coaching and yelling and screaming like, bah, 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 bah. Like, bro, calm down. Like, I'm not the first person that should be telling you that, but if you're going to be getting paid $60 million a year and you need to pull in a couple more championships, then you got to get back to the way you played at your peak. And this ain't it. You know, encourage the people around you, lift them up, make them better. I think people just get too tight when they get out there with them. I mean, look at that right there. Patrick Ewing and I don't really recognize Patrick Ewing.
You know, obviously the Knicks started on an emotional high with getting the starting five.
Oh my God.
We had it in Portland, win by 50, whatever it is. If you're not going to compete, bad things are going to happen. But, yeah, I mean, Jamal going out, the foul trouble, I was pulling people in and out. We never found a rhythm. 8 for 40 from three. I'm guessing 27, 28 of them were wide open. So we did get good looks, just didn't shoot the ball well tonight. From the free throw line either. So if that's the case, then you have to win loose balls. We didn't do that. You have to keep them off the glass. We didn't do that. So all the things that you do, play hard things to stay in games like this, wasn't good enough. And obviously that's what leads to something like this where a team just blows you out. So give them credit. They played well, and we sucked.
I was going to ask about the rhythm and introducing three new guys back into the mix and how difficult that is for everybody, especially changing
I already heard
rotations
this
and changing assignments
Sorry for talking over. I know that's annoying.
in a game like this.
Yeah, and it's not unexpected. And I've said this before when talking about getting guys back.
Can't find a rhythm.
But either way, regardless of how we lost or whatever it is, it's good to have them back. It gives you a chance to really take a look at your team over the course of the next whatever it is, 2 weeks, and hopefully Peyton back soon, and so we can take a look at our full team. So I really liked the way we played in the first quarter. Like I said, shots didn't fall, and I thought it started to affect us. And when it affects you, things can go sideways like they did. It's a great song, by the way.
David Way here in the back. How do you handle a loss like?
I wonder what song he's referring to. It's probably the craziest thing about Ball Arena is the visiting team, their freaking locker room is like right behind the press booth for Denver. So they're out there partying. How many times have we heard the team that just beat us partying down in their locker room? That is such insult to injury. Crunkies, get that shit figured out, dude. Put the press room somewhere else. Like, how hard is that?
Like this? Do you rip into the guys? Do you just show the film? What do you do to try and get back on track?
Yeah, no, I think we watched the film schematically. I just told them in the locker room that it's disappointing. You don't have to yell and scream when you talk to adults. You can just tell them the truth. And there's a professionalism in this league that if you showcase that on camera, other people are watching you. And it doesn't matter if you're in a game down 40, up 40, whatever it is. You have to showcase yourself in the best way possible as a professional athlete. They know that. But this happens in our league. You get beat, you get blown out. It's happened to every team, OKC included this year. It's part of the NBA experience. But you can lose by 20 instead of 40 if you just compete a little bit.
David, two things. First, is there any early sense on whether it's days, weeks, something like that?
No. I mean, they're going to check on it tomorrow. It's really sore. You guys all know Jamal. When he sprains his ankle, he usually comes back and plays. So this has just been insane. Every time we get somebody back, I feel like that game, somebody else goes out. Has nothing to do with the game. It's just the way it's been. So whatever group we have that is healthy for OKC and whatever the minute restrictions are and all the excuses, we just have to play a hell of a lot better.
And then with Spencer's foul trouble, like when he gets 3 or 4 quick fouls, how much of that to you, as far as what you're seeing, is kind of a young player trying to establish a reputation, and how much of it is maybe discipline things that he can just kind of work on, kind of reining it back?
Yeah, I just think he's got to toe the line with aggression in the right areas. When people get into the scoring area, they become the victor with the officials, and it's like he's just got to show his hands earlier. He's such a strong kid. He can really move his feet. I think he just
Got to break it up, make some commentary. Here's the commentary. I'm literally falling asleep, but there's 30 of you watching. Oh, sorry, I looked at the wrong number. 1. Thanks for sticking around. Okay, well, I'm just going to watch this because I was going to watch it anyway as I continue my evening's work. But I've lost my way. Where are we? There we are.
just learning as he goes, and this will be another good tape for him to sit down, watch with our coaches. That's an individual thing, and make sure he watches himself and sees the mistakes he's making, because the initial defense is great. It's just, it's what the closer they get to the basket, he's got to clean that up, and he will. He's a smart guy. He'll learn.
David, a big game on Monday and a couple of really big-time opponents coming out for you guys. Yeah. Coming off a blowout loss like that, how do you guys just regroup and think positively moving forward, whether it's, hitting it hard in practice or trying to kind of think of something new? I'm not sure.
Yeah, guys, we lost this one game. I don't know if anybody understands that or not, but we didn't drop to 9th in the West. It was a really bad loss. We got blown out. We played well yesterday, played well against Boston, had a chance to win the game at OKC against the best team in the league. I look at the totality of games, where we're at. A game where we just totally let go of it the last 15 minutes and get blown out does not sum up the team. It's just these things happen in professional sports. People can kill me, say I'm not being hard enough on them, whatever it is. We'll talk about it. We'll clean it up, and we'll move on to OKC because that's what you have to do. You have to talk about the next challenge as a competitive basketball team, and that's just it's part of the league. If you freak out and say this is who we are all of a sudden after all the things these guys have done throughout the season, that'd be a mistake.
Judging by the Knicks celebration, looks like they were not hoping for such a big win tonight. But at halftime, it seemed like it was.
See, he's talking about the Knicks celebration because they're all having to listen to it right next door. Judging by the Knicks celebration, they thought this was a big win, didn't they? Apparently.
It started really well. At halftime, it was only a small difference. Then the third quarter, did something happen that you saw that things went downhill a little bit other than Jamal's injury also?
Yeah, no, I thought they defensively got into us, so they pushed us out on the floor. There wasn't a lot of depth to the offense. We had a hard time getting to the rim. Outside of Nikola being really special in that quarter to keep it somewhat close until about the 6-minute mark, they just beat us on both ends of the floor. And I felt like when you play really good half-court defense and then you give them a second and third opportunity on a night when they're really shooting the ball well, then you're asking for something bad to happen. So it just was a disappointing night, not who we've been all year. And we have to understand the challenges that are coming will be tough. But I have great faith the guys will bounce back. They'll understand what they have to do better as a team. And I think we'll shoot the ball a lot better in OKC. Yep. Thanks, guys.
Nicole, how would you describe that game for your team?
Sweats.
It's a bad game for us, of course.
Sweats. When was the last time you seen him wear a suit? Brother, brate, cut your fucking hair, please.
I think we started the game decent. We had open looks, and then everything from that moment went downhill. It was bad energy, bad rebounding, 50-50 balls were there, and it was just a bad performance by us.
What can you?
I just saw an indicator there. Watch this. So something's happening with another media member in front of him, fumbling a mic or something, and watch his reaction.
And it was just a bad performance.
That's
balls
the
were
kind
there.
of reaction you get from people that are like...
And it was just bounding, 50-50 balls were there. And it was just a bad performance by us.
What can you guys do differently when you feel the energy is off like that?
I mean, hopefully, don't quit. I think this is the first time in a long time that we kind of quit, and maybe not quit, but they were just better than us. They had better energy. Of course, Jamal get hurt. That didn't help with us, and that didn't help us. And it was hopefully it's just that kind of game.
How much more difficult did it become to sort of mentally refocus when a game where you get everyone back, you have another guy go down before?
Yeah, I mean, Peyton was not back, so he's definitely a big factor, and then Jamal get hurt, I guess. I don't know. It's been the whole season, so hopefully we can find a way to get healthy and to start playing much better.
Nicole, after a night like this, how do you guys as a collective move on and put it behind you, or do you want to sit and dwell on?
Trying to diagnose the problem here. I just don't like the look in his eye. He's really good at giving interviews. He's really sharp. He's fast. But something's wrong behind the shades there. Let's ask Rock. Hey, Grok, is there any news on whether Nikola Jokic is struggling in his personal life?
Checking for any recent news on Jokic's personal life. Nah, nothing credible out there points to Jokic struggling personally right now. No divorce rumors, no family crises, no mental health dips making headlines. Those Facebook posts about his parents opposing the marriage or some devastating doctor's report for his mom, total clickbait. Fan pages spinning old stories or flat-out made-up drama with zero real sources. Mainstream spots like ESPN, Denver Post, even Yahoo Sports are all focused on his knee recovery, refs beefs, or that Dort trip foul. He's been open about feeling emotionally empty during the injury layoff, but that's tied to basketball, not home life. He's still the same low-key guy. Horses, family in Serbia, wife Natalia's his rock. If anything, the team's slump since his return looks more like lineup tweaks or coaching than off-court mess. No smoke, no fire.
Well, Grok went after 73 sources and 18 posts to get that info. Not bad. I'd have to say that I kind of believe her. But he's keeping it on the DL, isn't he? Like maybe he just found out his brother has cancer. Or his dad. Shit. I just said that. I looked into his eye and I was like, maybe that's it. Uh-oh. I don't want to be right.
How bad this was.
I mean, definitely we need to learn from it and watch the film. I think whenever you win or lose, I think you can learn from the game and get better. And we're gonna do that, So and we're gonna see how we're gonna respond,
Nikola, tvoja maestra igra 38 poena. Na polovinu mi sada počeli ste dobro polovinu, bila samo mala razlika onda u trećem polovinu.
Yes, loše smo drugo. Jamal se povredio.
Serbian answers and questions. I'm seeing a gold chain on. I'm not saying I've never seen a gold chain with Jokic, and he has some gangster watches for sure. But to wear I don't know if it's a rope or a Cuban or what it is, but it seems off.
Dobro smo počeli utakmicu, imali smo neke otvorene šuteve, nismo pogađali celu utakmicu, nismo mogli da pogodimo pogotovo za šut za 3 poena.
Može da se uživa u košarci u današnje vreme posle?
Pa mislim da je neka kombinacija vjerojatno.
Go the rope, and that's
This team lost like that.
AG.
Aaron, Coach was saying that this doesn't define anything about this team a loss like this, but what do you think went wrong for you guys in this game?
I think we let go of the rope, and that's uncharacteristic of the squad. We fight through 48 minutes. Maybe the hangover from last night. I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, I got to play better on the offensive side and defense. I just got to play better for us to have a chance to win. And I think as I get my legs back under me, I'll do that. So I got to be better for us.
What's your mentality and how do you give yourself grace and patience a little bit in this comeback process for yourself?
Well, I just spent the last question telling you about my mentality. Some of those questions are rough. That's why Jamal's not very good at it. Jokic is super sharp, and he's good. Aaron Gordon's nice, and that's what makes him good. Jamal's autistic, so he's not exactly the best. He's like, what do you mean? I just answered it. I mean, I would probably do that too.
Well, I mean, my mentality never wavers. So, just focus on the process. Continue to play the right way, be aggressive and look for my spots and try to stay involved and engaged and assertive.
Coach Adamman was saying it feels like when you guys get a healthy roster or close to a healthy roster, someone else goes down. How frustrating has the season been? What are some of the emotions that have been associated with the injuries you guys have faced?
Yeah, that's super frustrating that, you get me back and then Maul goes down with the ankle sprain. But like we've been saying all year, it's next man up, so we can do it.
Regardless of the outcome, just how exciting was it for you to be back out there and getting real game minutes?
It's fun. I'm grateful to be able to play this game and be out there and express myself through the game that I love to play and be out there with the fellas. So win, lose, or draw, I have gratitude. Obviously, it's better to come out with a win, and that's what I'm looking for day in and day out. But I'm grateful to just playing the game live and playing.
Are you able to play without worry about your hammy, or is it always going to be in the back of your mind for a little while?
Well, thanks for bringing it up, asshole. I didn't really think about it, but now that you say that, I'm going to be obsessing over it for the next 3 games.
Well, I mean, I got to stay on top of it, but I play without worry. When you're worried about injury out there, that's usually when it happens. So I feel great. My body feels good. It's just the timing and the pace of the game that needs to come back to me now, but I feel good.
Aaron, are there any things that you've tried to implement off the court just to try to maybe improve your chances of not re-injuring it in the future, just with as frustrating as the recurring aspect of it has been?
Absolutely. I'm getting to the gym much earlier and warming up more diligently.
Aaron, you kind of touched on it there, but where do you...
I've mentioned before my thoughts. Well, that's not a good
You feel like
spot to stop old AG. My thoughts on AG is that he's too jacked and upper body large for his lower body to handle it. So my theory is that he needs to slim down in the torso and arm, shoulder area lose like 15 pounds and take the pressure off of his legs that aren't quite made for that.
Conditioning level is at, and or is rhythm and conditioning kind of connected?
Yeah, a little bit. Anybody in the league can make shots when there's no cardio involved and no one's tired. But as soon as you start running up and down, it gets a little bit harder to make shots and be in the right place at the right time. But I'm not here to make excuses. I played bad tonight, and I think that affected. I know that affected us losing the game. So I'm going to look to play better and help my team.
How do you guys regroup ahead of OKC, especially the way that the last game was against the Thunder?
I'm gonna leave that to DA and the coaching staff, but it's age-old adage: never get too high, never get too low. You got to stay even-keeled in this league, and we know what's at hand. We know what's at stake, and we know what our goals are. So,
never get too high, never get too low. Words of wisdom from AG. You know what's crazy is that I got Aaron Gordon's shoes like I ordered them thinking I would be able to use them while we were playing basketball. And they took a month to come because they come from China. But they're cheap-ish. And tonight I broke them out and wore them for the first time because we played at the YMCA. And my foot was hurting after a while. I had to change back to my Jokic shoes, but they're still badass shoes. And in honor of Aaron Gordon, maybe I fucked it up by wearing those shoes.
we see the big picture, and we're not worried about it.
Christian, how would you describe what happened with your guys' team tonight?
We just didn't play well. I think first and foremost, the loose balls and the rebounds, and they just outplayed us. They had more effort than us, and that's unacceptable, especially at home. So we didn't shoot the ball well, but I think the story was more the loose balls and those things.
Yeah, what can you guys do when you...
Sorry. Why do I not have decent reception with fiber internet? T-Mobile fiber. Get your shit together. Is it my computer?
Or having a night like you had tonight from 30.
That's when you have to be better on the loose balls and create extra, possessions for yourself. Especially when Maul goes down. We didn't have enough fight tonight. I don't think we played hard enough. So, like I said, it's unacceptable, especially at home.
How discouraging is it to see Jamal roll his ankle?
It sucks. This year with injuries, I think we've had pretty good resilience across the board. But seeing Maul go down just for how well he's played and kind of the leader, he's been this year for us, and a guy that's played really, really well. So it sucks to see him go down. But just for the team, I feel like we got all the guys back in pregame. I thought our vibe was really good. We were excited to see AG get back, starting lineup play together again, and it seems like we played 12 minutes or whatever it was together. So it sucks for Maul. Sucks to watch, but no excuses. We got to find a way to win games.
Christian, how do you guys move on from a night like this?
You play the Thunder in a couple of days, and so you don't really have an option. So we know what the game was there the last time we were there, and like I said, understanding we need to put wins together. There really is no excuse. You have to go win, and that's just kind of part of this league. So we got to bounce back. We'll be ready.
Christian, DA really complimented your conditioning yesterday. And obviously, in the last 40 games, you've gone up against Shea, Ant, Luka, Jalen. When did you realize that being in kind of like peak conditioning would be an important part of your career?
I think I've always tried to be in good shape and those things. I think that I felt like he described it really, really well, like the way he put it. I think that my speed is back. I think that I've always been in good shape. I feel like I do a good job of staying in shape, but I think the explosion is just a thing that comes and goes, and, on a night-to-night basis, some nights it feels really good, some nights it doesn't, but I think he's right. The speed is back, and I'm good enough to be out there, so I'm done making excuses about it. Like I said, what happened tonight is unacceptable. I think Coach did a really good job of describing it kind of the way I felt.
How do you navigate bringing some of these guys back and giving yourself some grace to build that chemistry again?
I don't think it's time for grace. I think that we need to, we have to give ourselves grace, understand that it is new, but like I said, whoever's out there, whatever lineup's out there, we need to find a way to win, and that's just the reality of the situation we're in, the reality of this conference, and it was going to be this way no matter what. So we got to find a way to put some wins together, obviously schedule.
CB's not a bad interview himself, but he's just always shooting straight and nothing crazy.
Doesn't get easier, but that's okay. We need to play in big games. We got guys that can't step up, and we'll step up.
Thanks, everybody. That's it. Bye-bye. Welcome back, AG. How do you remember? Like, how do they remember? No. I think we got it all. No more post game, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to wrap this package up, put a bow on it, put it under the Christmas tree at 1 hour. Thank you for still watching, 3 people. I wonder who they are. Hopefully this is putting you all to a soft and quiet sleep. And we can stew over the misery of a 40-point loss for 3 days until we go take another ass whooping from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Till next time, join me tomorrow on... Which show are we doing tomorrow? Eyes to See. Vision beyond the narrative. Politics and current events. And war. Wars and rumors of wars. I will probably do that at 11. Good night.